Good morning, Dane.
She's from Texas, I can tell by the way.
178 of the Until Next Week podcast is coming at you right after that short musical break by our own Dane Biesmeyer.
I sing good.
You really do, and that's why Jack wants us to bring back our freestyle raps. I don't know if you're ready for that right now. You could, or we could wait until next week. There you go, Joshua, to knock out some more freestyles for you. As you know, I was a freestyle specialist in college.
Jack is a snack. His back is whack.
Wow.
He's in Florida
with
for a
the
shark
attack intact. Wow. But anyway, episode 178 is coming at you. We got to draft things people pretend to like, but they don't actually like. And Dane looks like he has some interesting stories for us all. So thanks for listening in to another week of the pod.
Nice. Well, you're off today. Does that mean you got fired?
No. It means they have good work-life balance.
What's that?
It's kind of a myth a little bit, but at the same time, there is some places that does work-life balance well, but
like law firms?
I don't think they do. I don't really know.
Doctors' offices?
No, because that is true. The doctor's offices, police departments, fire departments, etc., all take off the same holidays because there won't be crime on holidays, and there won't be sickness on holidays.
I've never committed any
There won't be
crimes.
fires on holidays.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. What is it? Memorial Day is coming up?
It is on Monday.
Yeah, and because of Memorial Day, we had Friday off and Monday off.
What the heck?
And you get your birthday off, which I didn't take off because that was a training week. So I also will have Tuesday off.
Oh my goodness.
A casual 5-day break after working for 2 weeks.
Unreal. You're going to be so broke now.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen there. But on the plus side, we are able to record on this beautiful Friday.
That's true.
So it is a good Friday, but not actually Good Friday.
It's not the Good Friday.
It's an okay Friday, some would say.
My calves are on fire.
Are you saying your actual calves or the calves that are in the NBA playoffs?
No, they're lukewarm.
Okay, but they're not Luka.
No.
Okay.
Luka didn't even get close.
Hey, we're getting a little too much into this sports stuff right now without being in sports talk. But
so you got fired?
No, I'm still there. I am still there. What's it? Oh, there's like a chant by someone like, "We're still here" or something. I don't know if you know the reference because I can't remember the reference.
I think I kind of remember, but I don't know it at all.
Yeah, I don't know either. It might... It actually might have been like was it like George Bush after 9/11?
I don't know.
I feel like it's something like that, but I don't remember. And if you remember what I don't remember, please let us know in the comment section. That would be super great.
Samuel has
super
a George
awesome.
Bush poster in his room.
What's wrong with that?
Well, Michael Fuller has a Hillary Clinton.
What's crazier is it's actually a George H.W. Bush poster.
Oh,
I go for his dad, not him.
Hey, he's the apple from the tree, right?
He was the president and he made another president. What's better than that?
Who else has done that?
No one.
That I can think of.
I don't think anybody else has. LeBron's in the NBA. He's not politics. LeBron's the closest we have to George H.W. Bush and George W. Bush.
King Griffey Jr.
No, King Griffey Sr. made King Griffey Jr.
At the same time as H.W. Bush.
And they did go back-to-back home runs.
Yes.
And LeBron Jr. might have had back-to-back either points or turnovers.
True.
Depends on who you ask.
And combined, prowess, they were better than LeBron and Bronny.
Well, you say that, but if you combine their home runs, actually, they might have more all-time home runs.
Yeah, because Junior's like fifth all-time.
Yeah, he is like 660.
Yeah, something like that.
And I think Senior probably had at least 200. He might have 300 homers. So they would be the all-time leaders in home runs, but LeBron and LeBron Jr. the all-time leader in points. And that's happened as soon as LeBron Jr.
scored a point.
Well, actually, I guess it's Bronny, but yeah, LeBron Jr. Scored a point or actually just showed up on the court.
That's
then
true.
They had the most all-time points.
That's true. Congratulations.
Shout out to longevity.
Dang it.
Yeah. Why do your calves hurt?
I did a silent disco this week.
Oh.
Yes, again.
For your silent disco, do you want to tell us about it, or do we just have to imagine it in complete silence for the next 15 minutes?
For the next 3 seconds, I want you to imagine it.
Okay, ready, everybody? Okay, so what happened?
Wow. That was, that's almost exactly how you guys imagined it.
It was pretty crazy.
So the first silent disco I ever did was with K-Life. You were probably there.
I was the DJ.
You were one of the
Times
DJs.
two.
Yes,
2 different times.
Yes. And so it's really funny now because whenever we do a silent disco, I'm like, hey, like we've done a few of these with K-Life. And I remember when we had like a song draft, so we should do that.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're not doing a song draft. Okay, we should.
I forgot we did that.
Yeah.
And it was the second time. It was like, you are only allowed to play this song. You're only allowed to play this. But then he just kind of goes rogue and who cares?
Yeah, honestly, it's like, if you play the same song again, it's probably okay.
People will turn off the song or keep it on.
Yeah. And so and then another idea is like, you should probably review the playlist, right? That people are making.
That is something we did do, which is smart.
And guess what? We did not do.
Probably didn't review it.
So there I was on the floor dancing, going crazy. I'm like the hype man for the night. I'm supposed to get everybody like dancing.
But so you weren't one of the DJs.
No, I've never been a DJ.
That's probably good.
I don't really want to be a DJ either.
Yeah, it's very stressful. It took several years off my life.
Well, and I always feel bad for like the DJ that's like keeps putting out not bangers.
It makes you learn a lot about people. And I heard whoever doesn't have enough people tune into their station, they're typically kicked out of the church.
They should be.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting there dancing, and there's this girl who's going to be like one of our like leaders and things like that.
Okay.
And so she has a playlist, and she's fresh out of like doing a lot of college ministry and things like that. And so I'm standing there.
Dangerous place to be in.
I flip down to her green station, and I'm listening, and all I hear is...
He's got those apple bottom jeans.
Close. All I hear is, I wake up in the morning feeling like...
so not inappropriate, just maybe outdated for some of the people listening.
Well, you would think not appropriate.
There actually are some words.
And then it keeps going, and it's like, I'm talking pedicure on my toes, trying on all our clothes. Boys blowing up our phones. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, and then it keeps going, and it gets to the part where it's like, try to get a little bit tipsy. And I'm like, oh boy.
Well, because they got pushed over. And during a youth ministry game, and they're about to tipsy over, and they had to like regain themselves, which is important. Okay.
And so then Kesha keeps going and
Kesha with a $sign.
Yes, Kesha with a $sign, and goes, what was it? Dropping our favorite CD, showing up to the parties, boys all up in our junk.
Because they're helping them clean out after they move out of their college apartments.
Well, right when it got to junk, that's when she skips it, and I turn around and I laugh at her. And I was like, that was a good call. And
she played it because the song is relevant, because it's called TikTok.
Exactly, TikTok by Kesha. And so that was amazing. But then later on, she plays Swag Surfing. And
I almost played it at one of the parties, and I listened. I'm like, oh, those are inappropriate lyrics.
Yes.
There's a lot of cursing.
And so here's the challenge to everybody at home right now. If you guys are listening, go listen to like some of the songs that like you would hear at like a wedding, or like something that you would say is like an awesome dance party song, and then put your youth ministry glasses on and say, would you want a 11-year-old listening and dancing to this song right now?
And if you say yes, you should repent and not be in ministry. I found the exact lines for you because we both have this thing called a computer and internet. It was, I'm talking about everybody getting crunk. Boys trying to touch my junk. Gonna smack him if he getting too drunk. And welcome to Hill City Kids.
Well, I'm not Hill City Kids.
No. Yeah.
But that's what I was like, okay, we need to skip this station. This is crazy.
Yeah, that's the worst part of that whole song, it looks like.
It is. And so she skips it right there. Then she plays Swag Surfing, and she realizes it with that one too, and skips it. And I was like,
Swag Surfing lyrics, for all y'all who don't know, is maybe not as appropriate as you think.
It is a hype song.
So you have to go to the third verse, fourth verse, fifth. Where is it? I know it's somewhere in here. I think it's like late in the game. It gets a little rough.
A little crazy.
Well, they do have one. I don't see the specific line, but they do talk about Patron, Goose, and Hennessy. They got it. I'm going to drink it up. I'm always, here, they bleep it out. I'm always wearing polo. I'm Ralph Lauren mascot.
Polo, which word? What does it start with?
Well, I obviously didn't say it, but I bleeped it to make it sound like it, which probably isn't great because it starts with the letter N.
Oh! That's not the one I was thinking of, actually.
Yeah. Okay, let me see. Around 10 minutes, I got a bleep. And I did not say the word.
He said the word.
I did not say the word. I did not say the word.
Man.
Yeah.
So we did the silent disco. It was pretty fun. The high schoolers came like second, and like we did like 6 to 7. Nice was middle schoolers, and 7 to 8 was high schoolers. And so we danced the night away, and now my calves are so hurt because we danced too much, and I was jumping a lot. And then we cleaned up, and that was great. And then the next day, Thursday was my last day at the other job that I had.
They fired you too?
Yes, they did.
Shout out to both of us getting fired.
They didn't fire me. I quit because I was like, I can't do this anymore. Getting here at like 6:15 or 6:30. That means waking up at 5:30. And I was like, I can't be great anymore. And so shout out to Jillian, shout out to Katana, shout out to Elise. You guys are all listening. Shout out to Brooklyn if you're listening.
And keep listening and tell everyone else to listen.
Yes.
We notice some of you are still in the comments, and
Jillian
we'll read those
keeps
comments.
commenting.
Yeah, and a few of them actually commented, and we will read those comments off later in the episode, so stay tuned. But please all we ask, it's not much, get every single person at NCA to listen and subscribe and leave 5 stars. And then go to every other school in the tri-state area,
which is New York, or the Springfield district.
I think, I'm just kind of saying like the general area. So it's not too much to ask. And then the world.
So
that's all we ask. Please, please, please.
That's a song.
I know.
They like that song.
I was going to say, I was trying to speak in their language there. Please help us do that. That's all we ask. Back to Dane.
Well, they're out of school now, so it's a little harder. But
no, it's easier. They have more time.
They do have more time. You don't have to go to social studies anymore.
You see people all the time like picket on the side of the street. We need them to picket with until next week podcast signs.
Picket, kids.
Yes.
And so the last thing, also, I've never been happier than when I'm unemployed. Side note.
I think I've realized that quite a bit.
I was unemployed.
You were happy for a very large majority of your life.
I was not unemployed for that long. What was it? Before I got my corporate job, which was the job 2 jobs ago or whatever.
Yeah.
I had like
that was
2 or 3 weeks off.
That was the one with Keenan?
Yes.
Yeah.
So before I got that job, what was it? I had 2 or 3 weeks off, and I was like, oh man, I'm so happy. I wake up at like 9.
Waking up feeling like P. Diddy.
I go sit on the porch.
Also, not a great line either, now that I think about it.
Yeah, I've never woken up feeling that way.
No.
However.
Just for the record.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I would wake up at like 9. I'd go sit on the porch for a while. I'd call my friends who are at work and be like, hey, what's up, loser? Yeah, it sucks to suck. And they're like, I have all the money in the world or whatever. I'm like, yeah, no time to spend it. Guess what I'm going to do today? I'm going to walk.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to go to the car wash.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go hit baseballs at the batting cage.
You're amazing.
It was an amazing morning. And then I go get some lunch, come back, watch some TV. Man, unemployed was great.
Mm-hmm.
Side note, last thing.
Yes.
If I could hit the Dougie, my life would have went differently.
I honestly think the same thing every single day.
I firmly believe that.
And before you get into this even more, that same situation happened to me this week at my new workplace.
You tried to hit the Dougie at work?
I walked in because like how they have it, there's some construction going in. So you walk in like these main doors. There's no glass in the door, so you don't see anything. And immediately you walk like right next to I don't know her exact title. It's kind of like the front desk person.
Okay.
And the lights were down and they're playing music, which was Hit Me Baby One More Time by Britney Spears. I'm like, what's happening? And they also had like a camera up in my face and they're like, hit a dance move, get candy. I'm like, oh no, I'm not ready for this. And also Hit Me Baby One More Time. It's just not a great song to dance to in the first place.
Not for real.
But if I would have just been more reactive and hit the Dougie to Hit Me Baby One More Time, it would have been huge. So instead, I just I can't think of what's that called?
The whip.
Yeah, I did the whip, and it was a very unenthusiastic whip, but I did get Skittles.
Ooh.
They later started offering 2 things of like big packages of candy if you hit the worm.
Oh.
That would have been another good one. I wish they would have played Hit the Quan
when
I would have gone in, and then I would have done that.
Man.
But yeah, so you need to hit the Dougie.
Not everybody can hit the Quan, but if I could hit the Dougie, I mean, my life I'd be on a different trajectory.
You would.
I would probably be leading SpaceX right now.
Yeah.
And
you'll have very strange named kids like X-812 the third.
Hey, you'd never get them confused.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
That's my kid. That's my baby.
So did they play is it called Teach Me How to Dougie? Did they play that at the dance?
Absolutely not.
Because that is not appropriate.
Not appropriate at all.
When would you have hit the Dougie? On what song?
Just in life.
Oh, just in
This was
general?
not at Silent Disco.
Okay.
Yeah. But if I could hit the Dougie, it's like trendy-ish, like all the old trends are coming back because nobody can create new trends anymore.
Yeah.
Because nobody's creative.
Because it's a circle.
It's a circle.
Yes.
Just like the Lion King.
Yes.
And so now they're all coming back. And now, so hitting the Quan coming back, but hitting the Dougie's also coming back. And I'm just like, man, if I could hit the Dougie, I'd be relevant again.
That would be cool.
It'd be amazing.
What if we learn how to hit the Dougie together?
I've been trying.
You have
for
a lot.
so long.
I mean, you are unemployed.
I'm not unemployed
today.
I'm one less job today.
Yeah, you're one less lonely girl.
Yes.
You've kind of off topic, but that's the whole podcast. You've seen The Office, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know Dwight Schrute.
Yeah, I've heard
There's
of
also
him.
Rainn Wilson. Pretty good chance. I think he's speaking at Missouri State this fall.
Why?
They have like a public affairs conference each year, and they try to bring in a big speaker. Sometimes it's people that honestly I don't care about, and other times it's like Joe Montana.
Ooh,
which was
I'd be way more interested.
Which was interesting, except he didn't sign any autographs from me afterwards. I think he remembered me from 2015 when he signed my football. And also like Bobby Bones, I got to meet him when
the Bobby
he did
Bones
it.
show.
And they've had like George W. Bush's kid, Mary
W. Bush.
No. I already forgot her name.
Oh.
It's the one that's on the Today Show. Jenna Bush Hager.
Ted Cruz. Oh.
Ted Cruz is his other kid. He's adopted. But they're starting to like promote it. And they haven't made the official announcement, but they keep on doing like random Office memes with like Boomer Bear, the mascot. And they had one where he's on top of a building just staring.
Soft launch.
Yeah. And they've had a few others. And it looks like it's most likely going to be Dwight Schrute.
Huh. I mean, if you could spill some chili, that'd be great.
No, that's Kevin.
I know, but I want to see that.
Kevin. But I have met Stanley, so that's fun.
Shout out to Stanley.
I hope I can also meet Rainn Wilson. So then I have Rainn Wilson and Stanley in my repertoire, and then hopefully I can meet another one. Like
boy,
Oscar
have you
next.
lost your mind?
He was like the most chill guy ever in person.
Oh, really?
It's the same thing when I met Jerry from Parks and Rec.
Oh, I thought you said Jerry Springer.
No, Jerry Springer would not be nearly as fun as Jerry from from Parks and Rec.
Man, Jerry Springer show, baby.
Yeah, that's quality TV. Bring it back. Hit the Dougie on that, and you'll be doing well in life.
Man.
So yeah, job's going well, as you could tell from me having day off and also hitting a dance move, etc. Also, just the coworkers so far I've been vibing with, and something specifically which I've enjoyed is they have like a massive all work group chat essentially.
Okay.
Because like some places use Teams.
I use Google Chat.
I guess some people use Google Chat. I'm going blank on what the version we use is, but everybody's in this chat. And people just throw in random stuff, essentially.
Dang it.
And I have starting to get the vibe that people try to be funny every once in a while. So I did test the waters a little bit. I don't remember the joke I made, but someone right underneath put, "Man, I think I'm going to like you." And then I did get quite a few like laughing emojis on the message. And it was a good day. I'm like, okay, I could vibe in here.
Who's the new guy?
Who's this guy? Who's this funny guy? Mr. Funny Guy, just showing up and being all funny and stuff. But yeah, that's also just a crazy concept to have like an entire work group chat. Or you might have to actually add that group chat to like your list of group chats, but I believe essentially everyone is in it.
Oh yeah.
So that was pretty fun. And then besides that, this week I did my weekly bike and social media catch up.
Oh,
did that last night. Rode for 15 miles and went through all my Instagram reels, Facebook reels.
You didn't react to any of mine.
I don't think you really sent anything.
You don't know what I did.
I don't think you sent anything.
I don't know what I did.
But that was a good, productive part of my evening, catching up on all those videos. So that way I am not 700 reels behind when Jack goes on a rager.
Whilst tricking your body into exercise.
Yeah, it is kind of nice. It does distract you. And you're like, oh,
yes,
we're in 15 miles. And at one point, because I was wearing my glasses yesterday, I took them off so I couldn't even see how many miles I'd ridden. So eventually I had to like lean way over. I'm like, where am I at? And I'm like, okay, I'm about at 15. I should stop.
Is that the secret to exercise?
Not being able to see how much you've done and being on Instagram the whole time?
The first one, yes, but also the second one, distracting yourself and tricking your body into exercise.
I think they are both effective ways to get in work. Because I did the 15 miles, and at the end of it, I'm like, that wasn't too bad. I averaged like 18-ish miles per hour, give or take. And had a productive evening in that realm. Something else similar to this, because I have a notification to catch up, like on Instagram Reels
like
each
drink
week.
ketchup.
Well, that as well. I have a notification to catch up on Instagram Reels, but I also have a notification to catch up on my voicemail, which is something people need to add to their phone because the amount of times I call, they don't pick up, and it's like, this voicemail is full. I'm like, well, what's the point? Why did you even let me get this far? I wasted all this time, and now I can't leave you a voicemail?
I leave it full on purpose.
Yeah, you...
I don't want people to leave voicemails.
That's valid. Well, for people who have jobs, you might want to have your voicemail open just in case someone tries to get a hold of you, but leave like a weekly reminder. Catch up on your voicemails, and it could change your life. Or at least allow people to leave you messages, which is nice.
Man,
at times.
That would be nice.
Really is.
However, I prefer anarchy.
Are you trying to transition here?
No.
Okay. I wasn't for sure because I only had one other thing I was going to mention. Favorite clothing items for guys to like accessorize or kind of show off.
Okay.
What would you choose if you had one item to kind of like be like a show off item?
Watch.
Watch is your move? Or maybe not show off, but like something that you could maybe wear somewhat regularly. Like what would be your choice? I feel like there's watch is good. I feel like shoes maybe.
Google glasses.
And then I was thinking for myself is probably like a hat.
Versace bag.
Or I guess accessorize. Yeah, I guess like a special bag could be something as well.
Maybe.
But it got me thinking yesterday because I went to the mall and randomly walked into Lids, which I like never go in there. And they were like, hey, we have this crazy special going on where all these hats right here and in the back are all $10 a piece.
Nice.
And they were nice hats, including the hat I'm wearing, which is a St. Louis Browns hat, which is...
Is it really?
Yeah. You
That's
can see like the elf on the side. I don't know.
On that
this side. Yeah. But I'm like, that's a really good deal. And of course, it was the hats that are already like kind of on sale. They're like $15 to $20. But I'm like, for 10.
And now they're more on sale.
Yeah. So I got a St. Louis Browns hat, which
Good.
I had never had before. And then I got like 3 different St. Louis Cardinal hats. And I'm like,
Good.
These are all like $40-ish to $50 hats, regular priced.
Yeah.
And I got them for 10 a piece. And that was nice. And it got me thinking that that's one of the items that I use specifically to kind of accessorize because I don't get too crazy in the shirts or the pants or whatever else.
Just something slight.
Yeah.
As the kids would say.
Yeah. Because I've never been too much like a shoe guy. I don't like splurge on those getting Jordans.
True.
And for watches, I just have like a workout watch essentially. And then I don't do like the Versace bag like you mentioned.
I do have a Versace bag.
You do?
No.
Oh, not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
You can get there at some point.
Or a Burka bag.
Why not both?
I don't know what that is, but I like saying Burka bag.
Burka bag. BB. But yeah, hats is the item for myself that I can kind of, I don't know, be a little creative with.
Yeah, a little flaunting with.
Yeah. I went to count how many Bass Pro hats I had.
Yeah.
I have 10 plus variations. Lots of different colors for all different scenarios. And now I have a lot of Carnold hats and a lot of other kind of hats. And it's fun. Kind of switching around. Hats are nice.
Too many Cardinal hats.
Is that too many?
No.
Too
many Bass Pro hats.
Yeah. And some people, if they have that many hats and not enough space, that might grind their gears.
I've never had my gears ground more than my calves.
Yeah, did you ever say what happened to your calves?
It was just all the jumping from Silent Disco.
That's what it was?
Yeah, and then landing, and I'm just like, ugh.
I hate it. Because like the jumping part's not bad. Landing, that's rough.
Oh, man.
Why can't we just jump and not land?
But yeah, I need to jump and land and not be hurtsies.
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing the like kicking out to the side, like
a donkey kick. Like what are you talking? Like putting your hands on the ground?
No, it's like I don't know.
Oh, the SpongeBob dance?
Maybe.
Where it's like you put your feet together and then you swing like your left leg like flings out to the side and then together and then right leg kind of okay.
Yeah, and you're doing the like shucking or like I don't know. Whatever with in the middle. Not shucking but like
corn.
Washing clothes or whatever.
Did you do that at the same time as the
yes.
legs? Okay, I don't think I've seen the combo.
Oh, yeah.
Typically, I just do the legs. Or I hit the dougie.
Either way, it hurt the hamstring.
And you're the person who runs all the time.
Well, I know. I need to stretch every day, all day.
You should do that. You have a lot of time today to work on that.
I don't. I'm moving. And then wedding.
Never mind. You don't have any time. You're going to be so sore.
Yeah.
And then you're dancing again tonight at the wedding.
No, every time I refuse to dance.
You're going to hit the same move and come back next week and be like, my legs and calves are so sore. Why? Because I did that dance move with the legs and the arms and washing of the clothing.
I can tell you exactly what's going to happen.
Okay.
I'm going to be like, I'm not dancing no matter what. And then they're going to play Low by Flo Rida.
And you're like, okay.
I'm like,
guys,
okay, twist my arm.
Yep.
I'm out here. It's going to be great.
That is a fun time. So what else grinds your gears besides your calves being absolutely pathetic?
So speaking of the calves and the Cavs, like the Cavaliers.
Yeah.
If you schedule anything right now during the Spurs Oklahoma City Western Conference Finals, I'm immediately like angry about it.
And you're saying that because you're going to a wedding tonight during the game.
Yes. And so I was thinking about that as I was writing this down, and I was like, so we had the like silent disco on the night of Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals, and I was like, who planned this?
Yeah,
it was me. But I was like, this is unreal. And then tonight's the wedding, and I'm legit like, okay, like the game starts it's either 7 or 7:30, and the wedding starts at 5, and I'm just like, okay. So
you're going to miss the whole game.
If X represents Dane, then what time does he need to leave to make tip-off of the Spurs Thunder game tonight?
You're not making the tip-off. You might make it for the last few minutes of the fourth quarter.
Oh, what the heck? I'm not going to make it for only the last few minutes of the fourth quarter. I better watch the entire second half.
That's crazy. He's like,
I know.
Hey, happy wedding. You're awesome, but I'm going to leave with all the
it's 7:30.
80-year-olds and not stay for the dance or anything. If the wedding's at 5.
Yeah, it starts at 5.
The reception won't start until like 6:30.
Is that with eating food?
The reception's where you start eating food.
It takes an hour and a half to get married?
It'll probably 5 to 5:30-ish. And I don't know if it's at the same venue or different, but even if it is the same venue, they usually have to move the room around. So that means you won't start the reception until at least 45 minutes after the wedding ends.
So this is the same place that Lindsay Ree got married at.
Yeah.
Sparrow Lanes.
Okay.
And so they have a little chapel where you get married. And then next to it, they have like the dancing room or whatever.
Okay, but you have to remember, so the wedding will take, give or take, 30 minutes.
Yeah,
but then they'll most likely do photos.
Yeah.
Which will take, give or take, about an hour.
I don't want to go to weddings anymore.
So then 6:30-ish, maybe.
An hour for photos?
If you're fortunate, 6:30 is probably when they'll start doing reception stuff.
And I need to leave then.
Which means you probably won't even get food still for another 20 minutes because who knows where you'll be in that line.
It always is like 9.
You probably want to stay at least for a little bit of the dancing because why would someone invite you to a wedding if you're not going to get a little crazy on the dance floor? That's your job, Dane.
No, I hate dancing.
You're such a liar.
I think I'm not going to this wedding now.
Be like, hey, sorry, I had an emergency come up in my family. Wimby is performing.
Wimby, I mean Lindsay.
Lindsay, she's
playing in the Western Conference Finals.
She's there. Yeah, that makes more sense.
So that grinds my gears. Anything being scheduled during like an all-time series like this.
Okay.
I'm just like, come on, guys. Like, we need to move your wedding.
Yeah, like move it to like Esther.
Well, you did that because the kids are talking about Esther.
Yeah, I was trying to transition for your other grinding of gears.
So I was teaching on Esther this past Sunday.
Yeah.
And we get to small group. I do this whole, like, I taught over the entire book of Esther. And because they, like, the curriculum that we do, like, they only had it, like, for 1 week over the book of Esther. And so the kids in small group, one of them raises their hand and I go, yes, little Timmy. And he goes, was Esther a baddie? And
you're like,
I said, well, actually,
kind of.
According to the scriptures, she won a beauty pageant to become queen of Persia. So I think we can infer via the scriptures she was in fact a baddie.
New sermon series. Esther was a baddie.
I was like, I don't know. I was like, actually, this is not the worst question you've ever asked, little Timmy.
How old was the kid?
7th grade.
Typical 7th grader asking him if Esther was a baddie.
Oh yeah, well, it's one of the boys that always says something crazy and out of pocket, and I'm just like, well, actually, little Timmy, like, I think you might be onto something here. And so it didn't grind my gears. It's just something that definitely needed to be brought up, and it's one of those things. Like, I love like doing something with youth ministry, knowing that whatever just happened or was just said, I'm going to say the next day, like whenever I'm at work, sitting at my desk or whatever, I'm like, guys, I have a youth ministry story. And everybody's like, oh, here we go. Popcorn time.
Oh, yeah.
And it's great because everybody loves a good youth group story.
That's nice. For myself, something that grinds my gears is the differences between Macs and PCs. Obviously, I've been more of a PC boy for quite some time.
Oh, yeah.
That sounded kind of weird. But
politically correct boy.
Yeah, politically correct boy. But then for my workplace, I had the option to get a Mac or a PC. So I decided to go the Mac route just to kind of use something a little bit different.
To diversify.
But the shortcuts are annoying.
They're all different.
I'm like, be the same. Yeah. And that's honestly more on Mac's part where they're just annoying with it because both computers have control buttons.
Yep.
So then on PCs, you hit Control C for copy, Control V for paste.
Yep.
And Mac, they also have control, but like, no. Let's get in a more inconvenient spot and let's click Command for some shortcuts and other ones, let's click Control. And I'm like, why can't you just do Control for all of them? The Command button is dumb. So that was one thing that was grinding my gears.
I remember that whenever I switched from my corporate job to my job now.
Annoying.
Same thing. I was like, I had all these commands in my head or like shortcuts.
Yeah.
I was like,
you're like, why is it not working? Why is it not working?
Control Z.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Undo. And it's
literally the same. You just have to hit Command now instead. It's like 2 spots over from usual.
So that was annoying. And then also on the Mac that I have, they don't have a delete button. Like, yes, they have a backspace button, but then the delete button is nice when you're typing because then it deletes the characters in front of the
forward?
cursor.
Yeah. I remember that
They don't do that on Macs. It's something else confusing. I'm like, this is dumb. Why don't you have a little delete button?
Yeah.
So that also grinded my gears. And then something else, when you have multiple tabs up, it's really easy to change, like split the screen. Like have one tab and one tab.
Because it'll like solidify into it for you.
Well, that, and then on PCs, all you got to do is just click the top of the tab, start moving around, and just hit the top of the screen. It's like, where do you want it? Yep. Macs, you have to scroll over to that little dumb green button and wait for something to pop up, and then you click it, and it's just not efficient. And it was really, again, grinding my gears.
Let's say,
but just kind of all in all, I was seeing that PCs, much more intuitive, much more user-friendly than the Macs of the world.
Perhaps.
But the things that Macs do have is they do have the more appealing look.
They do.
And that's what people like.
Like, look at my Mac right here.
Yeah, it's a clean-looking Mac.
This is my podcasting Mac.
I also have heard that they might be better at video editing. I think I've never really reached that point. I think you have to get like really like over the top to recognize that. So maybe Macs are more for creatives of the world or whatever else.
I am super creative.
Not people who actually need to get work done. And then
it is more like granola and like hipster.
Yeah, but it's just not as easy to use, which is annoying. But the reason I got it, again, I asked what most people got, and they said Macs. And I was well, I guess I'll get it partially because of that. But then I'm like, there are times where I do have to jump on Macs, so I want to know how to use them a little bit better. So it's like, maybe I'll learn another skill along the way. Because I used Macs growing up until essentially college.
Yeah.
But then it's been a while. So I use PCs for all the podcast stuff and other random tasks. But then at work, I'll be using a Mac. So hopefully I become an expert at both. That would be nice.
Well, an expert at both would make you an expert at everything. And then you get promoted. And now, hostile corporate takeover.
That's a good point.
Yes.
That actually is a really good point. But yeah, it also just got me thinking back to the iPhone and Android debate.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm still convinced that people only choose iPhones to fit in and because they think they're more aesthetically pleasing.
Oh, yeah.
While again, Android, like PCs, are the better overall devices because, customization, memory, battery, power, price, etc. But that's just a little rant that I don't need to go down quite yet. Again,
I've learned that there's a large group of people in the world that like the aesthetics mean everything.
They don't care.
It means everything.
For like cars even or clothing or
Rooms.
Whatever else. Like
man.
they don't care. They're just like, I want to look amazing. I'm like,
yep.
But there's better options.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with like workout watches. Like Garmin's aren't as aesthetically pleasing as an Apple Watch.
Yeah.
But Garmin's do a lot more for you.
Yeah, I have an Apple Watch and I got annoyed with it because it was just like constant notifications on my wrist, and I was just like, actually, I don't want this.
Yeah, I mean, even with the Garmin, you can get tons of notifications if you want, but I turned off all of them except for like text messages.
Yeah,
like or any phone calls. Like I don't want to see everything. That's annoying. And then I always like turn the buzz off so I don't get
the move.
Yeah.
Oh man, every like 45 minutes, like move.
Oh, that I didn't have that one, luckily.
Well, I just look at it and I go, yeah, right, robot. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Well, and it'll tell me to move after I ran like a 15-mile day or something. And 45 minutes later, it goes move.
And then one day it says move. You're like, I'm not going to. And then immediately you get hit by an airstrike. It's
Boom.
like, oh, they knew. They
knew.
were warning you. They're like, move, get out of there.
That's what they're telling us.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
That's all the stuff that grinded our gears, and this is what grinds some of people's gears. I clicked the wrong button because it's this one.
Yo, it's that time of day, so listen up, because it's time for some sports talk. The segment where we boldly analyze things we barely watched. Did we do research?
Factually, no. Emotionally, yes.
We're talking Big Daddy hacks, devastating sacks,
and fourth quarter comebacks.
But most importantly,
no soccer.
Welcome back to sports talk. The Tarps Off Crew. It was becoming a thing, I think, last week when we recorded.
What is that,
possibly,
Samuel?
It's the craze that hit the St. Louis Cardinals this past week, specifically on May 15th, on my birthday. Shout out.
Wow.
Where there was a team from Stephen F. Austin State University. It's a baseball team.
It was like their club team, right?
I think it was a college. Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't realize. Yeah, it was their club baseball team.
Yeah.
That makes even more sense.
Yeah.
That's fun. They were doing like a tournament around the St. Louis area. They decided to go to a baseball game on that Friday night at Busch Stadium. And then kind of like midway through, they're like in right field, they started ripping their shirts off and waving them over their heads like rally towels. And ultimately in that game, they came back and won it.
Yeah.
And while it only started as a few people, tons of people started coming to that section because it was kind of like a cheaper ticket section. And there were hundreds of shirtless dudes and a few dudettes who were just in this section going crazy. And each time anything crazy happened on the field, they would pan over to the shirtless crowd and everybody was going nuts.
It was almost too much how much they're panning over.
It was, like for any single highlight, they would pan over. And the players loved it, and the coach loved it, and it kind of led to Ali Marmol, the head coach for the St. Louis Cardinals, saying, whoever started that in the right field, I'll do whatever I need to do to make sure they come back every game. And that included him buying out that entire section for like the next 2 days.
Which was crazy.
And giving out the tickets for free, which went like immediately, like were gone because everybody wanted them. And then both on Saturday and Sunday, again, shirtless.
As long as you're shirtless.
Mania in this section. Hundreds of people all going crazy. They also won on that Saturday. They beat Kansas City. And again, Friday, they hit a walk-off hit in 11 innings.
Yeah.
So that's what made it even crazier, which I think got everybody like, it's because of them. But they did lose on Sunday, which was unfortunate. No game on Monday. But then that team who started it all, Stephen F. Austin State University Club baseball team, they're like, hey, we'll be back one more time on Tuesday. So they put them in the right field home run territory where like everybody can see them. And again, they are going crazy. There was hundreds of people all shirtless. And once again, they came back and had a walk-off winner, which was a walk-off home run by Ivan Herrera.
Yeah, threw a shot.
As soon as he hit the home run, he was passing like first base, and then they pan over, show all the people going nuts.
Yeah, and he did like the...
Yeah, he was running to second base, was like waving like an imaginary towel around his head.
Yes.
And like even after he touched home plate, I think he ripped off his jersey and was swinging around his head. Like the amount of times they were just like staring, like the players staring at that section, like going crazy and feeding off their energy was, I don't know. It was all the time. It was so awesome, so cool. And even after like one of the games, the manager brought him down to the clubhouse to meet all the players. I think Pozo, who was the catcher who hit the walk-off hit that first game.
GOAT.
I don't know if it was his walk-off winner bat or something else, but I think they gave like multiple players like bats and like baseballs and maybe jerseys and like autographs. It was so cool to see.
They took a picture with Ollie too.
Yeah. Well, they took a picture with like a whole team.
Yeah.
Like, and like that's something you don't see, especially in professional sports. Them just like, hey, here's this club baseball team that excited us. Let's give them everything and just hang out for a bit.
We'll give you everything. And then what happened?
They did lose the next two games after that team did leave. So there might be something about Stephen F. Austin State University Club baseball team where maybe they need to move them up to St. Louis.
Yes, we'll buy them.
So they can be there at all times. But they did make it a normal thing now, where that section that they all sat in on Tuesday night, the St. Louis Cardinals are like, anybody can now sit in this section and right field, no matter what your ticket is.
Yep.
It's going to be kind of like a fan section. And the idea is hopefully you are shirtless to really get everybody hyped up. I hope it sticks around all season and people fill it up, because it would be a little depressing if there's like 8 guys there.
Yeah. Careful during the like extreme summer months.
Yeah.
When it's very sunny.
A lot of sunburn.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're like, we want to take our shirts off.
They might have to get into some legality for that too. Like, hey, this is do it at your own risk.
Well, that's going outside in general. Like they can't be like, well, I got skin cancer because I took off my shirt and waved it at a St. Louis Cardinals baseball game
in 2026.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter, I think, in that regard. But I'm just waiting for the day someone hits a daddy hack 450 feet in the middle of that section, and
it'll be Burleson.
Probably. He's gonna be aiming for him.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it was just a super cool time. Look up highlights of the Tarps Off Crew.
Not at other stadiums where they tried to steal it.
Well, yeah, because I did look it up, because it first, again, started in St. Louis, like all good things do. And then there was copycat people. I guess on that Monday, the Rays were the first, I guess, official copycats, where they had lots of fans in like a random section when they played the Orioles. And then it said on that Tuesday, it said the movement officially spread to T-Mobile Park for the Mariners, Citizens Bank Park for the Phillies, where fans went shirtless in the pouring rain, Comerica Park for the Detroit Tigers, and even Angels Stadium in Anaheim, where Angels fans added chants for ownership to sell the team.
Sell the team. And they should sell the team. They're terrible owners.
So, yeah, it was electric.
You had Ohtani and Trout.
You got to look up highlights. Look up the Ivan Herrera walk-off home run.
Tarps Off Crew.
And it is electric. Man. And that was one of the big things in the sports world happening. And besides that, on a lesser note, Aaron Rodgers officially announced this would be his final season.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he'll have a good year. I hope it doesn't end on a 4th play and he gets injured. That would be unfortunate.
Yeah.
But if he could do something kind of crazy and have a great season, and if for some reason the Packers don't make the playoffs,
yes,
I hope Rodgers is somehow able to win a championship one more time.
That's your backup team?
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to
AFC
not
too?
cheer for the quarterback you cheered for so many years. It was the same thing that happened when Brett Favre initially left the Packers. I was like, I'm kind of seeing myself still cheer for him with the Jets or the Vikings, which is wild coming from
Vikings
a Packers
is
fan.
Weird.
It is. But again, I was a lot younger and I wasn't as much into football. But then Rodgers started playing well. They won a Super Bowl. And I was like, okay, I like this guy. This guy's good.
This guy.
But at the same time, after all those years and he leaves, it's like, I still had this like attachment to him. And the amount of times I found myself like defending him, because people are like, he's trash. He's going to retire. He's going to leave the Packers. And so many times he didn't. And he won so many like MVPs and everything else. And then he did leave, which the Packers were ready to move on. But it's always sad to see your childhood hero go on to the great beyond.
He was dating Wisconsin for a long time.
Yeah, he was.
And then he finally left because Wisconsin was like, you're old. Mm-hmm. And then he went and started a new fling in New York, but he got injured. He got hit by a truck.
Yeah, it was really unfortunate.
Yeah, he got hit by a truck.
And then New York turned on him.
New York turned on him and said, actually, if you're going to be like fooling around like this and you're not going to like be here for me, then you can just get out of here. And so he did. And he went somewhere quieter, somewhere more like what he was used to, like with
peaceful.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, and where it's just like fields and valleys and Pittsburgh.
So he goes to Pittsburgh and starts dating her. Yeah. And then in Pittsburgh, he's like not what he used to be, but he thinks he might have found something.
Yeah.
And really, like, this is all around the time he was doing like these like darkness retreats too. Mm-hmm. And so he finds somebody in Pittsburgh who like supports that. And so he's into drugs and things like that, but now he's gonna like date Pittsburgh, he thinks, for like this one last time.
Yeah.
And then like it's kind of weird because he knows he's gonna break up with her, but they both like kind of know what this is, and they agreed to it.
But I also heard at the very end, there's a good chance he comes back to Wisconsin.
Maybe.
Yeah. And for one last
like
day. Yeah. For like a 1 day thing.
That's crazy. One last fling with Wisconsin. And because he just spent so much time, and when you get around those people and you're just like, there's just so much history here.
Yeah, and they know what they had to start with is what they should actually end with.
And that's probably what's going to happen, but stay tuned next time on As the Quarterback Controversy Turns.
So what's happening in your sports world, Dane? Obviously, Spurs and OKC.
So Spurs OKC is happening. It's an epic all-time series. Wemby had a monster game.
He's an alien. He's out of this world.
He is out of this world. And Oklahoma City, oh my goodness, they were given so many fouls. Like, they could commit whatever foul they wanted in game 2.
It's stupid.
And what was it? NBC showed like a highlight package of like just the egregious fouls that are being committed that weren't being called. And so OKC wins game 2. And
also, if you even look at Shea the wrong way, it's like, foul.
I was going to get to that.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
That's the flopping. It's just like, we had like our generation, like shooting an irrational heat check shot with a piece of paper and yelling Kobe. And then like some Gen Z kids grew up and they were like Curry, and they irrational deep 3.
Yeah.
And now this Gen Alpha crew is like bumping into a wall or anybody else yelling SGA.
Yeah. They're just on the ground like
SGA. And so it's not fun. It's not basketball. We've talked about this before. Everybody knows it's just not good.
That's another thing that makes baseball the best sport.
You can't flop in baseball.
I know, it's crazy. Like, because now they have like replay and they can see like, it didn't hit you, or it did hit you, or whatever else. Like, that's baseball. Even though they do have certain rule changes, it's not to the crazy extreme of basketball, because basketball is just like embarrassing to watch at times.
Well, and there's a rule that if you flop, egregious flopping is a technical foul. And so
they don't call it.
They never call it. Yeah. And so there was a play where this guy had his back turned to an OKC player, and the OKC player, you see him run towards him and then like kind of barely touch him with his shoulder and then fall over, and they called a foul on the guy who was just standing there. And I'm like, this is unreal. It's not even incidental contact. That should have been an offensive foul if you want to call something.
You know how you stop it?
Call it.
Well, but they also need to add like challenges.
Yeah, like, they have like challenges.
They should add more because they need more. Like, they need to do it like baseball. Like, you get 2 challenges a game, but if you get it right, then you can use it again. That would cut down so quick.
Well,
so quick on those. Of course, the game would be 4 hours long, but it would make it for better.
Well, they do have that where you can challenge and then you retain your challenge if you get it right.
They actually do?
But yeah.
But no one uses it?
They use it, but they never use it until the end of the game because they're always scared to use it until the end of the game.
That's dumb. They should give them more to work with.
Yeah, because it's always like this like technical thing. They're like, oh, well, technically this like incidental contact happened here. And that's why you see players always going like this with the twirling of the finger. And it's ridiculous.
I mean, they have so much technology. They should be able to just like call down to the rest, be like, this guy is just
like, that's wrong.
Intentionally all these times. Like, you got to call him and get him out of here.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
And so on the Eastern side,
the
Cavs and the Knicks, and the Cavs blew it in game 1, and then they lost last night in game 2, and so the Knicks are going to go to the finals probably,
and then lose again.
Yeah, and so I was even thinking about it in my head, like whoever like comes out of the West is going to play the Eastern team, and if it's the Cavs, they're going to get swept. If they somehow win the Eastern Conference Finals and go to the finals, they're going to get swept. If it's the Knicks, they're going to lose in 5. They're going to win game 3 in New York, and then they're going to lose the other games. And
it's just crazy how much better the other teams are.
It's unreal.
The only way the East would have a chance is if LeBron was on one of those teams.
Dang it.
Which is what he did
when he goes
for
back
9 consecutive years, making the NBA Finals.
Dang it.
Just pulling whatever crap team was with him to the finals, and then trying to put up as many points as he could. But at the same time, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant,
Stephon Curry.
Guy who always gets the technicals.
Draymond.
Yeah, Draymond and Klay Thompson are just we don't care that you are the best player ever.
Goats.
We have 4 future Hall of Famers all going against you.
We have a Thor.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
And it is great. And then I hate, like, one of my things I hate whenever people bring it up, and it kind of goes to Grimes McGarris in sports talk, is when literally anybody wins a championship, they're like, this is a dynasty. How many are they going to win? Over, under 1.5. And I'm always...
It's not a dynasty until you win at least 2.
I think it's 3. Like, 3 is a dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, I'm like, guys, no. Like they said it with OKC, they're like, they're going to be here forever. And it's like, no, they've now met the Spurs, who are their equal. And they said it about the Celtics whenever they won. They're like, how many are the Celtics going to win? And guess what? They're considering trading one of the players now, Jaylen Brown, less than 2 years later.
Yeah.
And so, like, there's not been a dynasty since the Warriors. And so,
well, I mean, who was the last one to win back-to-back?
Back-to-back is the Warriors.
Because the Colorado team, going blank on their name.
Nuggets.
They didn't do it.
Mm-mm. So
even though they had a very good chance to, because they have the best player in the world who gets robbed of MVPs and everything else. Just really quick, Shea did not deserve that MVP whatsoever.
He didn't.
He deserved like 4th place.
Yeah.
Like
Jokic is the best player in the
Jokic
world.
was the best, but they got tired of him, which is the same thing that happened to LeBron, which is why LeBron didn't have 7 MVPs, because they're like, we can't give him another one. We got to give a random one to Derrick Rose or whoever.
Yeah. Jokic won 3 in a row.
And then 3
in a row.
Yeah, and then Luka, even this year, they allowed him to be in MVP voting. Way better season than Shea. Just looking at the numbers. And he wasn't even in Final 3, which is crazy. Wemby is arguably also potentially the greatest player in the world. And it's like, no.
Best defensive player in the world. Great offensive player, too.
Yeah. And he honestly deserved it more. There's at least 3 guys who deserved it more than Shea, who had an entire crazy team around him so he could do whatever he wanted.
And we saw that in game 1.
It's so dumb.
Wemby went 4 and 21.
Yeah.
And Shea had a terrible game.
Yeah.
And Shea had a better game too, but.
And I saw another article the other day where it's like, is he one of the greatest point guards ever? I'm like, no, he's not. Don't even say that.
People love bringing that up because
oh man. He's that annoying kid you play with on pickup basketball. I was like, what are you doing? Why do you keep flopping? Like, why are you? Everything's like, oh, and one. I'm like, no,
you jumped into me.
This is no fun.
Man, I love it because everybody just goes, that's not a foul. Like, pickup is way different than the NBA. I remember starting to play pickup and I was like, that's a foul in the NBA. This ain't the NBA. I could tell that very quickly.
No, this guy just got done with his 12-hour day shift. He's not falling for that.
Yeah. No blood, no foul.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, obviously you watch more basketball than me, but Shea's just annoying.
Shea is annoying. And I don't like it. And we're in the area of the country where everybody loves Oklahoma City. It's like it's not nearly what the Chiefs fandom is.
No.
But it's like if people watch basketball, they're usually Oklahoma City fans here.
Because the other closest team is Memphis.
Yeah.
And Memphis has Ja Morant, and he just keeps doing crazy stuff.
I love Ja Morant. So one of my favorite things.
He went to my mom's alma mater.
Dang it.
Whatever that college was. That random smaller school.
Murray State.
Yeah, my mom went there, I think, for at least 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things is when basketball players will walk up and take the most like ill-advised shot ever. And I go, Kobe. And I go, good shot, boo. And then same thing outside of like their like job when they go do something that's just so dumb.
Yeah.
Like pulling like what Ja did. What Ja Morant did is he was already in trouble with the league doing like a bunch of things that he shouldn't do.
Waving around guns and posting it. It's like, no, we don't want him to do that.
That's what I was going to bring up was he was already in trouble. And then he responds to that by going on Instagram Live and pulling a gun and brandishing a gun and going, yeah, I've like all this. And then it's like, I think it wasn't technically illegal, but it's a violation to the NBA.
And it doesn't look good, especially when you're in trouble. It's like, no, don't be dumb.
Yeah, he was already suspended for something.
So many times, like in professional sports, it's like, just don't be dumb. Or even in politics, which I don't want to get completely into, but people are just doing the dumbest stuff. Like, no, you don't have to do that. Just stop.
Ain't nothing like NFL wide receivers and driving fast, though.
Oh, my word. Who's the guy the other day when won 40? It's like, what are you guys doing?
Well, did you
not see that? It was like 2 days ago.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. You see Rashee Rice got arrested?
Again?
Yeah, because he failed his drug test while on probation.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing?
So he's going to 30 days in jail.
I'm going NFL wide receiver drive. No, that was Jordan Addison a couple years ago. What professional sport player got pulled over? Let's see if this pulls up.
For the driving.
Oh, the Eagles. Nolan Smith Jr. was arrested in Georgia on May 15th for reckless driving and speeding after police clocked him driving his Lamborghini at 135 miles per hour in a 70-mile-per-hour zone on Interstate 16. He didn't even go double, so I don't know why he got arrested. Oh, that's so crazy.
Yeah, he didn't even go double over. You need to go more than that.
I can't even process going that fast. Like, that is insane.
I love that.
I mean, luckily he didn't crash and kill people, because then he would be in the same spot as the other dude
Henry Ruggs.
Henry Ruggs.
That was tragic.
Was it Henry or Harry?
Henry.
Yeah, Henry. That was bad.
That was bad.
So, okay. Well, I think that's
enough sports talk.
I mean, did you already predict the finals? Do you still think the Thunder are going to win, or you think Spurs? I'm still on the Spurs train.
So,
choo-choo.
After watching the first two games, like where it was just, dude, game one was an all-timer. Like, it went to double overtime, and I was like, I need to go to bed. I need to get up at 5:30 tomorrow morning, but I couldn't. And so I really don't know who's going to win that series, but it's going to be the Knicks who's going to get beaten 5 in the other series. Yeah. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, we've officially thrown the script out the window. It's time for the main segment. And honestly, who knows where this is going? We don't. You don't.
God does.
But he's not telling.
Welcome back to the main segment, where we switch it up every single week. And this week, Dane had the bright idea, which was actually, it was a bright idea.
I have ideas.
That we would draft things people pretend to like.
Yes.
Which you can only imagine what that might be.
Everything.
You should make your own list right now and see if you match up with any of our responses, and then throw that in the comment section. But yeah, we're probably going to do 5 each. I have a list of like 7, so I don't think you'll have that much overlap with myself.
I have 7 too.
So I think we'll be able to get this knocked out pretty well. Do you want to go first, second? Do you want to ask Siri? What are your thought process?
Siri it is.
Okay, well, I'll turn on the volume for Siri. And it's going through here. You don't have to play it up there.
Siri, pick a number between 1 and 2.
Here we go. I'm 1.
A random number between 1 and 2 is 1.
Okay, so I'm up.
I hate
Here
Siri.
we go. And again, I don't think we'll have that much overlap, but it'll still be intriguing to see how it goes. Number 1 overall pick for things people pretend to like. Politics.
Yes, Michael. Nobody actually liked politics.
Deep down, I don't think people care nearly as much as what they act, but they're like, hey, I need to share in my group think tank of Facebook to let you know, and I will share this post so you know I'm in for or against whatever thing is happening. I'm like, you don't really care. But I'm going to jump in the comments section as well and let you know how much I care. But I make sure I only comment in the sections where people like-minded to myself also comment.
That too.
Because that way I feel validated.
Yeah.
It's like, again, I don't think people really care about this as much as they pretend to, because in the grand scheme of things, for most people, it doesn't really affect you nearly as much as what you think.
Well, yeah, and everybody's like, oh, this is clearly the way to be thinking, right? Well, it's like, okay, well, let's go back to it. We had Bill, Democrat. We had George, Republican. Obama, Democrat. Trump,
Republican.
Whatever you want to call it. Biden, Democrat. Trump again. It literally goes back and forth because it's a split in the country for a reason.
Yeah.
And so it's like, you can have your views, and you should have views, and you should be politically...
As long as your views are right. If you have wrong views, don't have them.
Yeah, don't have those.
Yeah.
So, no, and my favorite part is when people are so ill-informed on policies in general, and they are just like, well, this person is a Republican, therefore I'm voting for this Republican.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, they stand for this. Also, we never look back on people's, like, what they accomplished in office. They promised all these things, and it never happened.
We like the ideas. Like, they said this. Well, okay, 4 years later, did they do that? No. But I'm going to vote for them again.
Yep.
Or vote for someone who likes or supports them. It's like, no, you gotta do a little more digging. Like,
I saw...
That's rough.
When I took a political science class in college, it said, like, it was either 72 or 78% of the incumbent presidents get reelected.
Oh, yeah, it's extremely high.
Yeah, it's unreal high because people are just like, yeah, world didn't go, like, end, you know?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we'll vote for this guy.
Well, and then at the same time, like, they already know basically what they're going to get. And then bringing in a completely new person is like, there's always that thing where it's like, I don't
Fear of
know
change.
what they'll do.
Yeah.
And again, like I know like what the other person said they'll do and whether they've done it or not. And like, do I kind of care? I don't know. You don't know. God does, but he's not telling.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a crazy, crazy high percentage,
I love
which was
politics.
wild then when Biden beat Trump and then Trump beat Biden. It's like that like the past however many years just haven't made sense.
It's like, how did that happen, guys?
Well, I guess he didn't beat Biden. I guess he actually went against Harris. Kind of forgot about that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lest we forget that Biden was running again, and a month before.
They're like, we don't want you anymore, old man. Like that SpongeBob meme. Hey, old man. What? Or
Yeah.
I can't think what it is.
How many times do we have to tell you, old man? Which, to Kamala Harris's credit, it was impossible to win an election with a month like you're doing a switch here.
Yeah.
And I mean, everybody knew that Biden wasn't going to win, so they made the switch to Harris, and it's like, okay, well, she's going to run a campaign. And guess what she can't do? She can't say, hey, all of his policies were great. You know why? Because they would just go with him if all of his policies were great.
Yeah.
And you can't talk bad about the former presidency because who was the former presidency? The guy where you were the vice president for.
Yeah.
And so
it's crazy.
It was
also
impossible.
This main segment's going to take forever. We dig this
keep
deep.
doing that.
Okay, so what are your first two picks?
Number one.
And just remind you, we're doing drafting things people pretend to like, in case you
Things
forgot.
People pretend to like.
Yes.
Number one. Androids.
Lies. Okay, what are your thoughts?
People pretend to love their green text messages. People pretend to
Do you
love ruining
do you want to know
society.
something really quick?
No.
We don't get green text messages, I don't believe. And do you know what? We don't have issues with the group chats. That's all you.
Yeah, I know.
You
We
gotta
have our exclusive.
You need to look internally and be like, hey, wait, I'm the problem. It's me, as Taylor Swift would say, because
And
we don't complain because we don't have all those issues that you have.
And Pastor Jonathan would say, because he quoted that line in his last sermon.
He did. That was a good quote.
I had to tell him what song that was from.
Yeah.
He didn't know. And,
Yeah.
Or no, ChatGPT told him, but then I played the song for him.
Yeah.
And he goes, this is not what I thought the song would sound like. And it was great. And so that, but also we love our elitist polo club over here. And I will pay any amount of money to have my messages be blue. And look how shiny she is.
Again, it's blue for you to see.
I know.
We like. I don't think we even like have I don't even know what colors. I don't know if we have specific colors at all.
I don't even know how to use an Android.
Yeah, you're all about the colors, and you want everybody to be the same color in the iPhone thing. Racist.
Conformity is bliss.
I'm just saying, iPhone users, they want everyone to be exactly the same.
All I want on record is to say that if we put this in the voting at the end, a vote for Samuel's a vote for androids.
Okay, sure. Whatever. Again, you have 4 other things you're about to say.
That's true.
So it could get much wilder, much quicker. So keep the whole thing in mind, not just one point.
Yes.
Yes.
Vote for Samuel's, vote for androids.
For my worldwide crew, you know what to do. Yes.
My second point here, or my second thingy draft, is LaCroix and or bubbly.
Okay.
Disgusting. It tastes like if you were to walk outside and say, hey, this dirt looks really appetizing. Lick, lick. Oh, why is my tongue burned? Because you're licking dirt. Because you went to the basement in grandma's house and said, hey, look, a box of baseball cards. What if I licked all of them? And then you did. And then it tasted like, it's not even like a Michael Bublé Christmas. It tastes like the fake Christmas snow if you were to like put that around your Christmas tree. And you're like, hey, I want to act like the animals in my house and lick the fake snow.
So that's your number 2?
Yes, LaCroix and or bubbly.
My number 2 is running. People don't like running. If they tell you otherwise, they're lying. The amount of times that I puke when I run, way too much. I'm like, that's not fun. It's like, oh, you think this is fun? Well, I'm going to go over here and puke out my guts while you run by.
What percentage of times do you throw up?
It's when I do competitions. It's
Yeah.
whenever I do like a 5K. For whatever reason, when I know I'm close to the finish line, my brain's like, hey, throw up right now. Like, who cares? The first 2.9 miles of a 5K, you're fine. But the last 0.2, let's stop every 5 feet and just puke up whatever's in you. I'm like, that's not fun. Why do people like running? I can do so many things that are more fun. Pickleball, that's more fun for endurance. Honestly, swimming, still better, especially when it's hot out.
I hate swimming.
Oh man, you jump on the bike and look at some reels. You can't do that when you're running. You're bouncing too much.
I wish I had a bike. I just don't want to buy a bike.
You can get a good deal to buy on bikes. I can help you out. But yeah, no one truly enjoys running. And if they say they do, what is it called? When you're with a person who's like kidnapped you for years.
Oh, Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, it's Stockholm syndrome.
Yes.
That's what running is.
Is there anybody you would like to call out specifically here who enjoys running?
Rebecca.
Yes.
Dane. And all the other runners in my life. So
I was thinking of Rebecca specifically.
Yeah.
Myself, though, in my own defense, I wouldn't say I love running.
Yeah.
I like competing.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
You, I guess, aren't on the same level as some of the people.
Yeah. Like running, I happen to be good at running because it's in my genes.
Yeah.
Therefore, I like competing. And so I'll run and do all these races. And the only time I've ever thrown up at a race, we actually did the race together.
Yeah.
And because that was the biggest elevation I've ever done in a race.
It was a lot.
And so it was like,
oh yeah, you weren't having a good time. I forgot about that. I went over to give you water as you were doing what I did at the same race.
I was like kind of throwing up because like I didn't have anything to eat for real, but I was like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, this is ridiculous because I've never thrown up at a race. And it was the elevation that probably did it, which led me to sign up for it again this year.
And I'm doing it as well. And you're doing the 6 miler again?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing 3 miler again. Let's both win our age groups.
Again.
Yep. Number 3 for me, McDonald's fries. The amount of times that people are like, yeah, I get some McDonald's fries, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I'm like,
fries.
They are average at best.
I love
and
McDonald's
they get
fries.
cold in exactly 47 seconds.
That's
like
true.
you have to eat them immediately. You can't even think about driving away.
Yes.
Otherwise, they'll be cold. And if they're cold, complete trash.
Yes.
Complete trash.
And you can't warm them up.
I know.
Yes.
So, again, they're very overrated in a lot of realms. Like maybe if you eat them like immediately, and I'm saying immediately, they're okay.
If they're fresh,
but
they're good.
Personally, I think Chick-fil-A's fries are better. I think Wendy's fries are better.
Oh, yeah.
And low-key, Taco Bell has better fries.
Oh, whoa.
Have you had Taco Bell's like nacho fries or whatever?
I have not, but this is controversial.
No, they are legitimately good fries.
The Taco Bell
they season
fries.
them well. They cook like they are nice.
Wow.
Now, another place which I didn't put on my list, Raising Cane's, that's just trash across the board. And their fries are the worst thing that's ever happened in human existence.
I think Raising Cane's is the most overrated restaurant.
Aggressively. And people are like, no, it's so much better than Chick-fil-A. I'm like, no, you're just not a Christian.
Tell me you're not a Christian without telling me you're not a Christian.
Yeah, that is the biggest indicator. It's like, no, I love Raising Cane's. Like, no, you don't.
Chick-fil-A's great. Slim's is great. I love Slim's. We don't have one in Springfield. I have to travel to a different
Zaxby's
nation.
is also pretty nice.
I like Zaxby's.
They got good fries too.
They have good, literally, like if you're Raising Cane's, do what Zaxby's does. They have the same fries, but they actually season
Raising
it.
Cane's are soggy, no flavor fries.
All they have is a little salt.
And
That's
they're
it.
like, but look at these great tenders. I'm like,
they're not great.
They're very average.
Your
And like,
sauce is great, and your bread is above average.
Man. It's just, come on. Oh man.
The McDonald's fries, like when they're fresh, I like them. When they get cold, don't reheat them. I prefer them cold over reheated, which is crazy.
You should throw them out like around your house because not even the bugs will come up to them. It'll help get rid of pests in your area.
The turkey vultures that throw up on their food before they eat it have to go eat them.
They won't even go for them. Like,
won't.
what are these?
They're like, I want roadkill instead.
But that's the thing about some of those other fries I mentioned. They have stronger staying power. Like they can last longer as well, which is nice. Obviously, any soggy fry is not great, but some last longer and taste a little better.
Hoy
than
Magoo's
others.
is better?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying McDonald's fries are overrated.
Man.
So that was my third pick. What are your next two?
My next two. Wow, this is amazing. And so, also Fazoli's breadsticks.
Very nice.
Only good when they're really fresh.
Yeah.
So I buy them, and then when I'm driving back, like to wherever I'm going, if I go through the drive-thru, I eat them on my car ride.
Yeah. Something else along these same realms before you get into your next two picks. Olive Garden, drastically better in the restaurant than if you get it to go. If you get it to go, all of a sudden I'm like, this is super average salad. These breadsticks are very mid. The pasta's so-so. But if you eat it in the restaurant itself, there's something about that atmosphere that makes you enjoy it.
I like the soup.
The soup.
The soup of soup.
The soup.
Don't you get two here?
I did too.
You did two?
Yeah, I did running and McDonald's fries.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I did.
And you always do that. So number 3 for Dane, I'm going to say it, dancing.
Oh.
Yeah.
You just said, though, if you could hit the dougie, it would have changed your life.
It would. So my next 3 are like pretty controversial. So dancing, I'm just like, I don't like dancing. Like everybody is like, when they actually are doing it, they're like, oh, this is kind of fun. But it's like the thought of going out there and being like, oh man, I got to get hype energy again. I just don't have the energy to dance anymore. And then now I get really sweaty. I'm in a suit. Why am I dancing in a suit and dress shoes? And then why is my like entire, okay, now I got to get my suit dry cleaned. Now I got to drive home from this faraway land. All I want to do is come here to this wedding, watch you two get married, kind of, and then
go home and see the Spurs and Thunder game.
Listen, I'm all about that today. I want to eat the free food that you're providing. Like, wow, this is amazing. Let's mingle. Let's turn this into a networking event. I would rather it be that. I want to stand around with some appetizers, some stuffed mushrooms. Oh, now I'm getting hungry.
Yeah.
Stuffed mushrooms, or if you do toasted raviolis, that would be amazing. Oh man, breadsticks would be awesome. And my mouth is leaking. And then having a cheesecake. I don't want this.
Yeah, you do.
What is this? Juicy peach? What are you calling me? And so I would rather do that than having a dance party and having this awkward, like, okay, what are we going to do? Now, keep the first dances. Keep like the dancing with the mom, dancing with the dad,
but
dancing with each other.
You have to do them immediately. Don't wait until midway through the reception or whatever else, because no one wants to watch at that point. We don't really want to watch it right away, but if you get it done before we eat, it's people will at least pay attention.
New idea. Let's rework all weddings. Let's have a new like schedule in weddings.
Yeah, let's make it drive-through.
Yes. Not a drive-through, no. Let's instead of like doing all these pictures like in between, save those for the end when people can just leave.
Well, except then they're sweaty and their makeup's messed up and their hair's messed up, and if you're spending that much money, you want to have the clean look for the photos you'll put on your walls forever.
No. This is when we're getting rid of
like
dancing.
A typical man.
No.
Wow.
None of that applies when we get rid of dancing. So
you just mingle for a little bit. It's like, okay, so thanks for coming.
We mingle. We do all of our eating. Like, we eat together. Okay, this is great. We had our appetizer time, and now we're doing our dinner time. And then we do the speeches. This is great. I don't love the girl speeches. I love the best man speeches. And then you go into your first dances where you're just dancing with mom, you're just dancing with dad, you're dancing with each other. You shouldn't be getting sweaty from that. You're just swaying at best. And then we go into more of the eating and saying hi, bye. Okay, dessert hour. Okay, now everybody leaves.
And you're in youth ministry?
Yes.
Because that sounds like the most boring party ever.
It does.
You gotta hit low.
No.
You gotta get low.
Dancing is not fun. It makes me hurt.
Except when they play low, you're like, okay,
I can listen to that without dancing. I don't want to dance in my shoes. Okay, you guys dress up. Let's wear basketball shorts. Do you know that
one iconic photo of you where you're holding a lamp in the sky and you're clicking it on and off in the middle of a dance party? You looked pretty excited.
I look pretty aggressive is what I look.
Yeah, you enjoyed it. You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
I like causing chaos, and I can cause chaos other ways.
So what's your fourth pick?
My number 4 pick. Another controversial one.
Yes.
This one goes out the Jack homeroom. Nobody actually enjoys lifting weights.
Okay, so similar sphere as the running. Okay.
Similar sphere as running. Lifting weights, like, I vastly prefer running than lifting weights. I go and lift weights, and like you usually have to do it at a gym, right? So I have to
usually, yeah.
Yeah, usually. Except for if you live at Jake's Body Shop, which used to be Jake's Body. It's Jiggly Jake now. And it's going to be extra jiggly because you know what Jake did this week? This is a whole side note and rabbit trail.
He kept on leaving work early.
Have you seen his new truck?
I don't know. I think you told me about his new truck, which is from 1995.
Yes, which none of us are from.
Yeah, but it does look like a nice work truck. It is. Like it has that old school farming work truck vibe.
Yeah. And
what did he do? Add spinners on it?
No. I'm super not against him buying the truck. It's great. Buy the truck. He parked it in the garage.
A 95 work truck?
Yes. In the garage while he left. And the thing is, I can't like lift any weights or work out anymore in there or roll out at all. I guess what else I can't get to? It's so like gigantic that I can't get to my mini fridge anymore. He took all of my drinks out of the mini fridge.
Hear me out. Do you have access to his keys?
I don't know where they are.
You should find them. Move his truck, work out, and just pull it back in. And he will never hear this because he doesn't listen to the pod.
I know.
But soon all of his coworkers will, and they'll know everything about him. So they'll know what we've been doing.
Take it, put it in neutral, and push it down a hill.
Flip it. You flip it over.
I don't know what happened, Jake.
We had massive hail, and it just happened so quickly. I didn't know what to do.
That's a whole rabbit trail.
Yeah.
But nobody likes lifting because Like you usually, not in my situation, but you usually have to go to a gym. You have to pay for the gym membership. You have to get warmed up. You have to bring a change of clothes. This is like taking your entire evening. Like I used to do this where I would go work all day, bring a change of clothes, go change at the gym, warm up, work out for like an hour, then come home. Now it's like 7:30. I need to make dinner.
Have they thrown out the idea of putting a gym at Hill City in that secondary building?
Yes. It's not going to happen.
It won't.
They need another classroom. It's going to be all that.
That stinks. I was going to say it. I feel like you had a lot of space.
Yeah.
And I feel like you could easily put in a decent gym.
While some people like working out and want a decent gym, like you say, more people love making babies.
Yeah, they do like making babies around there.
Therefore,
all the time, popping them out. Yeah.
Therefore, they're moving like in the fall. They're going to do a whole rearrange thing and have more kids on Sundays.
Like, yeah, everyone is making lots of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody loves making babies. Not everybody loves working out.
That's going to be the episode title. Everybody loves making babies. It won't be. That will not be the episode title.
And so, lifting weights just isn't fun. Like some people find it really fun. Like I always get into like a 3-week kick. I'll work out aggressively, consistently for 3 weeks, and then I'm just like, this sucks.
Yeah.
And it takes up so much time to warm up, to do it properly, to eat right, to actually see results. And I'm just like, I don't have this kind of time.
So that's why you run.
I mean, I run because I'm good at it, and I need a form of exercise.
Yeah. And you do it in protest of your doctors in the past who said not to run. And you're like, bet.
Yeah. And also, to run, for the most part, you should lift a little bit for running if you're going to get competitively into running and not get hurt. But I roll out, put my shoes on, warm up for like 10-ish minutes, and then I start from my house and I run.
Yeah, I just run. I don't even warm up. I'm just like, let's go. And then I puke.
Well, and people always ask me, come run with me. No, I don't want to. Because the idea is I don't want to drive to a place. This is the same idea as like working out. I don't want to drive to a place to just run.
Yeah.
Unless I'm like competing in something.
That's the same thing sometimes. It's a little different. But when I was really in a biking kick, people are like, let's meet wherever and bike from there. I'm like,
I don't have that kind of money.
I hear you. And I still do it, but there's a lot of times there's closer locations where we could hypothetically meet and bike from, and then we could ultimately bike by the area where we wanted to quote unquote meet. But there are some spots where they're like, let's drive 20 minutes and meet at this random parking lot.
Yeah.
Which, hey, if you're listening, I still do enjoy it, and I still want to bike with you.
Love random parking lots.
Whoever it may be. But I would like to meet at closer locations, and we can just bike farther,
Send me your location.
Okay. Last pick for myself, and then I believe you have your last... Or no, do you... Let's see. No, you have one more pick.
I do have one more pick.
Yeah, because you did androids, and then 2. Okay, so what's your last pick?
Wait, am I getting 2 right here?
Yeah, because I started with 1, and then you did 2.
I did dancing and lifting weights.
Oh, wait. I did 1, and then you did 2. And then I did 2, and then you did...
Yeah, it's 1, 2, 2, 2, 2.
Okay. Yeah. So then I have 2 right here.
Yes, your last 2.
Okay.
And then
I had to think about that. I forgot I had 2 left. Next up for me, working extremely long days, specifically when you're salaried. Because when you're like, yep, work 70 hours this week, pretty awesome. And I'm like, well, your coworker worked 45 and got paid the same amount. I don't know why you're so excited about this. And that's because, again, the groupthink is not good. And this is like across the board in the corporate world. But the amount of times people treat it like a reward, and it's like, yeah, worked all this time, didn't see my family, hurt my marriage, etc. But I got a lot of hours in, all the time working. When I left work, I worked more. Like it was awesome.
Working 9.
It's not a reward, and really, it's not too special in most areas of work, and you probably won't see many additional benefits from it.
I work very long days a lot of times.
Yeah, and it's different, I guess, a little bit. I think working long days in ministry is a little more rewarding.
Oh, yeah.
Than working long days in the corporate world for Steve.
Because I did both. I would not do it for the corporate world.
Yeah.
I do it for youth ministry.
Yeah. And it's a scale. It's a circle.
It is. It is a circle.
Yeah. The amount of times where people just love the extreme work culture is just not healthy. So if that's you, get help.
Well, especially the corporate world, it's like, the work's going to be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
And if you're getting your stuff done at a reasonable pace, keep doing that.
Yeah.
And I don't know, because I whenever I was doing corporate stuff, I hated staying late. I would do it a little bit, but I was just like, guys, this is a means to an end to me. I'm not passionate about selling vending machine snacks.
Yeah.
But now I'm passionate about doing youth ministry. And so I'm just like, okay, cool. Like I did this for free anyways.
Yeah.
And so this is me doing it again as my job and then also for free. And so.
Well, even like yesterday at work, it was about 4:40 and I was working on something. And then the person that's going to work for is like, yeah, you should just leave. And I'm like, okay, I'll back up. We can go. This is cool. So that was nice. Then my final pick is the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh my goodness.
How can you love a team that hasn't been good since the 90s?
I love being tortured.
But actually, I'll just go more bandwagon fans in general for the fifth pick.
Bandwagon fans do suck.
Like the Patriots fans of the world when Tom Brady was winning all those championships, the Chiefs fans, the Dodgers fans, the Lakers fans. Also, the Venn diagram has them all as the same people.
Yeah.
Because whoever wins the most recent championship, that's when they're like, oh yeah, we love this team. We've been fans the whole time. And I'm like, I don't think you did like that team, Jessica. I think you like them because Taylor Swift started dating one of the players.
That's huge.
But yeah, bandwagon fans are kind of the worst. Fortunately, I don't think there's many St. Louis Cardinals bandwagon fans. I don't think that even when they were really good, I think as the most part, people are pretty much Cardinals fans as a whole. And if you lived in Missouri, you were a Cardinals fan. You don't really see many outsiders.
More old people who love tradition.
Yeah, I don't see it as much. Now I could be blind to that, but I don't think it happens as much in the Cardinals sphere.
Yeah. Blinded by
same thing with like the Blues for like hockey.
Oh yeah.
I had a teammate who really tried to get me into the Blues because I wasn't really cheering for hockey, but I did quote unquote like the Blues because they're Missouri.
Yeah.
And the year where he was really trying to get me into it, it was fortunate. They did win the championship that year where I started kind of watching. But I did start paying attention before they actually won it.
Yeah.
But then just to other people who are just like, yeah, we're the best. We have all the rings. Or also Warriors fans, because for so long, no one was a Warriors fan.
Oh, yeah.
And then Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and Draymond Green turned it around. And they won so many championships and Durant, et cetera. I'm like, yeah, y'all are kind of the worst.
Oklahoma City is the same way.
Yeah, it's getting there. If they somehow win again this year, it'll be even stranger. But yeah, bandwagon fans, you don't...
Bullied.
Yeah, you don't actually like these teams as much as you pretend.
We should bully them.
We should. We should bully them until they don't watch any more sports.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's something else that people pretend to like, those fans in general, that they don't actually like that much. They can't name 3 players.
Trent Green, Jamal Charles,
and
Todd Haley.
Speaking of Jamal Charles, did you see that Shaquille O'Neal got his like doctorate, or he walked LSU, and it was Shaquille, I hate Charles Barkley O'Neal.
He changed his middle name.
And then he like did like the weird like tongue thing when he got on the stage and just went crazy. I'm like, this man, I want to meet him so bad. And then he like sat next to someone like in the front row, I think maybe one of the teachers or someone else who got like a doctorate degree. And then I think he took like a video on her phone to like send to her daughter. I was like, goodness. I heard you also got your master's. Shout out.
Excellent troll job, Shaquille.
Yeah,
that's the kind of guy I'm going to be whenever I'm that old. I'm just like, yep.
Love it.
I'd love to change my name.
He is one of the coolest guys like ever.
Well, I wonder if you could legally change it to that, to where they have to say it on the day that you do that and then just change it back.
But at the same time, if he's going there, you say what the 7'3" man tells you to say.
You do have to say that. Well, and he probably did legally change, so they have to do it.
Oh, yeah. It definitely legally changed. But yeah, that was my final pick of my 5. What are you ending your picks with, Dane?
My last one. This is probably the most controversial of the ones that I've written here. And it's holding newborn babies.
They're slippery.
I know.
Holding newborn babies.
Kind of babies in general, but especially the fresher ones.
Yeah. When they got the slime on them.
Well, but no, like I'm thinking anything like under 6 months. I'm just like, they're like, do you want to hold this baby? No,
it might poop on me.
Well, A, yeah, it's definitely going to poop on me.
Yeah.
But then B,
if it poops on me, I'm throwing it.
It could throw up on me.
Yeah.
It could sneeze on me. It could spit up on me. It could start like thrashing to where I can't drop it, but I just have to take like punches to the face and just be like, wow, this is so enjoyable. I love it.
Can't fight back.
Can't fight back.
No.
And so babies, it's unreal. And then even like once they get post 6 months, it's like, okay, like, well,
You're kind of heavy now.
You're heavy now. This is a lot. You still have a high chance of throwing up on me.
Yeah.
And spitting up on me, pooping on me, peeing on me. And I'm just like, this isn't fun.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are we pretending to like this? And ladies, I know you're going to get mad at this. And so I know you're going to get mad at this.
That's always a great way to start a sentence.
I know you're going to get mad at this.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, listen, babies they're okay, but they're like when they're in the stroller thing, like, okay, cool. Like, hi, baby. Like once they start walking a little bit,
Then they're kind of fun.
okay, cool. We're having some fun now. When they're 3,
Yeah.
this is the best.
Yeah.
And 3 to 5 is the best ages.
Yeah.
And so, or like for just fun, like if and like adorableness.
Yeah.
But then you start getting into more fun things when they get older and you're like, oh, this is hilarious.
Well, also
And-
when they're like newborn and they start screaming, it's like,
oh my goodness. Yeah.
where's the off button?
Well, you start,
I can't give you any milk.
yes, they start uncontrollably crying. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay, well, this is loud. And the older I get, the more I don't like loud things.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, okay, this is a lot. And here, people are going to be like, blah, 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 Dane. When you have kids, it'll change. Yeah, probably. But also, I'm like, well, I'll be pretty upfront, like, hey, I love this child. Not my favorite stage right now.
Yeah. And I think most people would tend to agree. They have
Yes.
stages they don't love.
Yes.
Yeah.
Terrible twos, little less fun.
Terrible twos is horrible, but you personally like the terrible twos more than the
Yes.
horrible ones.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The unbelievable ones.
Yeah.
So holding newborn babies and just newborn babies in general, I'm like, yeah, this is okay. It's the new model that you're working out the bugs for.
Yeah. Yeah. So to go back through the picks of things that people pretend to like but don't actually like that much, for myself was politics, running, McDonald's fries, working extremely long days, and the Dallas Cowboys, aka bandwagon fans. And then Dane's were androids, LaCroix/bubbly, dancing, lifting weights, and holding newborn babies. I did have 2 honorable mentions.
Yep.
LinkedIn.
Ooh.
People act like they like it, but in reality, it's just tons of AI posts that
True.
you are not actually posting yourself, or that your company's like, hey, post this, and you automatically have it post for you. They do have fun games, though. And then also audiobooks. Like,
Ooh.
just listen to a podcast or
Yeah.
music, or even they have radio dramas. All those are better than audiobooks. But mainly I just have some thoughts on audiobooks, and I prefer the paper versions better because I also don't read those.
I've tried to listen to audiobooks.
Yeah.
And just podcasts are just so much more engaging and
Yeah.
entertaining. Like you're
Yeah.
listening to real humans have a conversation about whatever it is. And
Yeah.
usually they're smarter experts on some topic. We're also a podcast.
Yes.
So there's
Yeah.
that.
Listen to us.
Over
Down
audiobooks.
with audiobooks. Up with the Until Next Week podcast. So did you have any honorable mentions before we move on?
Yes. Number 1, SGA.
Yeah.
Nobody actually enjoys that.
Yep.
And then the second one is reality TV shows like The Bachelor, Love Island, and Survivor.
Yeah. I did watch Love is Blind with Jack down in Florida.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Wasn't horrible, but it wasn't good.
Unreal. I mean, and people just start manifesting on these shows. And so I'm going to show you how to actually manifest here because welcome back to part 173
19.
of Dane's Manifesto. Wow. Welcome back, guys.
Yes.
And so I started thinking about the top 5 songs that you could get for max chaos if you were to put on a silent disco, go to a wedding, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
But this was probably church camp edition. So if you're going to a church camp, a silent disco, or something in that sphere, what would get the max chaos from the people there? And so the first one
Yes.
is going to be the church clap.
I had that on my list.
Church clap.
I made a separate list when I saw your notes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
This is perfect. And so church clap is the first one on the list because everybody, like, as much as I don't necessarily enjoy church clap, because church clap, the dance itself is like too simplistic.
Yeah.
And
It's for white people.
It is for white people. White people love a good simplistic dance like Cupid Shuffle.
Yeah.
Like the cha-cha slide is better than both of those. And because it has like it progresses a little bit as you get going and you do a few different things as you keep going. And I'm like, okay, let's do cha-cha slide instead. However, so church clap, people will love that if you put that on.
Yep.
Number 2, this one is probably the top pick. Love Story, obviously.
Okay. Yep.
Like we got guys, we got girls. Girls are going crazy. I'm going crazy.
Guys are proposing to guys. Girls are proposing to girls.
Yes.
Because
Cats
they're-
are dogs. Dogs
Yep.
are cats.
Yep.
Nobody knows what's happening, but everybody knows that Romeo take and so
Yeah,
everybody
yeah,
starts
yeah.
singing it, and then they get in the circle, and then everybody starts jumping. I love it when everybody starts yelling, "Yes, yes, yes!" And it's amazing. And so number 2 is Love Story. Number 3, anything by Kesha, apparently.
Oh, okay.
And this is where it gets controversial because do you play this at your youth event?
You probably shouldn't.
On the record, no.
Yes.
So do not play this at your youth event. But the kids did like the Kesha song because it's been a little bit popular right now because it's been coming back in all their streams and things like that.
Yep.
And so Kesha, number 4, Lemonade by Forrest Frank.
Oh, I guess I would be big in your sphere.
Lemonade is, all right, Forrest Frank is way overplayed right now. And because everybody's like, what's a hype, clean song that's not just regular Christian rap music? Oh, we're going with Forrest Frank anything. And so people only play Forrest Frank. And I'm just, guys, I get it. Forrest Frank is good. We like Forrest Frank. However,
I am seeing him in concert this summer.
Yeah, I'm like,
I got floor seats.
Oh, again.
Yes.
See? Love that. See, people will love Forrest Frank, but specifically the Lemonade song. My Jesus, he making lemonade.
Lemonade.
It's crazy. Number 5, Christmas trap music. So the kids
Okay,
be loving
Joe
it.
Hendricks.
Oh, well, the kids be loving it, and I didn't play it because I didn't have access to their list. But somebody played "Here Comes Santa Claus," here come Santa Claus, boom, 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 wow, wow, wow. And so the kids were like, "Yeah, Christmas in May," and it was pretty fun. And the kids, they kind of rioted whenever we were playing that, and the high schoolers were really funny. They kept just doing all these TikTok trendy dances, and I'm just like, guys, these are not dances, actually. Popular belief. And so start dancing, guys. You need to dance. And so it's fun.
We only had one song overlap, but this is more songs for chaos coming from a former camp counselor. Cray Button. Back in the day. Mosh Pit City. Specifically at Kanakuk, and they had to outlaw mosh pits because too many people were getting injured.
Love
and
mosh pits.
Cray Button was one of them. And when I was a camper, mosh pits, okay. When I was a counselor, they're like, no mosh pits. You have to stop these from happening, which was crazy.
I love starting mosh pits.
Yeah,
nowadays.
Too many people were getting injured, and we're like, we got to stop. But Cray Button, when you could do mosh pits, like they would make the big circle. There'd be one person in the middle, like holding up an imaginary button, and then the song says hit, and I hit the Cray Button or whatever, and people slam it, and then you just go mosh pit crazy.
Mosh pit.
It was amazing, electric, one of the greatest songs ever when mosh pits were legal. Next up, like any song we had a choreographed dance to.
Oh yeah.
So we had choreographed dance to Coming In Hot by Lecrae and Andy Mineo. Godspeed by Gavi before he did some bad things. I Believe by KB, etc. So anything you had a choreographed dance to, especially if it was like a rap-ish type song, those were in tune to bring chaos. Those were nice.
Yes.
Footloose.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Glad that God can use a crooked person to dance in straight lines. And that's how he used me within the Footloose sphere, especially when you go to weddings. People are like, wow, how you're dancing so well. I'm like, I'm just doing the exact same 7 moves for 6 minutes straight. And they're like, wow, that was so cool. I'm like, especially the old people. Old people love it.
Old people do be loving it.
Yeah, they're getting out their iPhones and taking selfie videos of themselves before they realize they got to flip the camera around and get the people who are actually dancing. Similar sphere as Kesha, Since You've Been Gone by Kelly Clarkson. Kelly freaking Carson.
Oh, Clarkson.
Clarkson, sorry. I messed it up there. Another one where people just know all the words and they scream, yell, shout, let it all out. You mentioned Church Club. I had that on my list as well. And then honorable mentions. If you've ever heard of Till Ya Legs Hurt.
No.
It was big in like 2018. We played it at Kanakuk quite a bit. And then they looked into the lyrics and they did not play it again the next summer because they realized there was actually some messaging behind the song that we maybe didn't think about.
Maybe.
But we had a full dance to it.
We sure
and
did.
It was electric. And then I asked the next year, like, why aren't we playing it? And they're like, yeah, so actually not that appropriate. And I'm like,
here, we printed it out for you.
Yeah, when I started looking, I'm like, yeah, I guess I can see why that maybe wouldn't be good to play at a Christian camp, but it was fun to dance to.
It was so much fun to dance to.
Yeah, so those are some of the honorable mentions and I guess normal selections for myself for songs that also cause chaos.
Wow.
And if you want to make a great playlist, add all of our lists together.
All of them
and
together.
they will be complete chaotic messes for y'all.
Yes.
That
gets you feeling factual.
Just a little bit factual.
Sam's little known facts, out of the box and off the tracks. Oddball genius that knows about tax. Sam's little known facts, and he never listens to Jack.
Welcome back to part 63 of Samuel's Little Known Facts, where I'm going to do a caffeine edition.
Oh, boy.
I figure that's relevant in both of our lives, so here we go. Caffeine, it's a natural biological weapon. Plants didn't evolve caffeine to give humans a morning boost. They evolved it as a natural pesticide. When an insect eats a caffeine-producing plant, the chemical drives their nervous system completely haywire, causing random neuron firing, paralysis, and death.
Interesting.
And similar sphere.
Same.
It gives bees a literal buzz. While caffeine kills destructive pests, some plants secrete tiny non-lethal amounts of it directly into their flower nectar. Honeybees get a literal drug-induced buzz from it, which studies show enhances their long-term memory and tricks them into returning to that specific plant over and over again. The plants are essentially running a caffeine-fueled loyalty rewards program.
Love that.
Okay. Next up, we have the NASA spiderwebs.
I love NASA.
In 1995, NASA scientists tested the effects of various drugs, including marijuana, speed, and caffeine, on European house spiders to see how it affected their web weaving. The spiders on speed or marijuana still managed to spin recognizable, albeit flawed, geometric shapes. The spiders on caffeine, however, completely lost their minds, spinning completely chaotic, structurally useless webs of random lines.
Same.
Yeah, that is true. That is so true. Next up, I'm trying to think. I'm going to pick two more of these final picks. Here we go. In 1732, coffee was highly controversial in Europe, and women of childbearing age were often banned from drinking it due to bizarre, unscientific medical fears that it caused infertility. Sorry.
Infidelity.
I messed up the
Fidelity.
word. In response to this cultural panic, composer Johann Sebastian Bach wrote the Coffee Cantata, a lighthearted mini opera mocking the ban and celebrating a young woman's obsession with the drink.
Oh, boy.
And then I'll do one final one and then an honorable mention, the lethal dose.
Uh-oh.
In its pure form, caffeine is a bitter, toxic white powder. It takes roughly 10,000 milligrams to 20,000 milligrams to be fatal to an adult.
Oh, man.
To hit that lethal threshold through liquid coffee alone, you have to chug nearly 4.7 gallons of it in a single sitting.
Which I do.
Yeah, which I'm surprised you're still alive. And I'll do one honorable mention. Here we go. It says caffeine doesn't actually provide real cellular energy.
What?
Instead, it is a structural clone of adenosine, one of those words,
I like it.
a chemical your brain produces throughout the day to bind with receptors and make you feel tired. Caffeine acts like a squatter, sliding into those exact receptors and locking adenosine, whatever, out. You don't feel awake because you have more energy. You feel awake because your brain has been chemically blinded to how tired it actually is.
Good.
So those are the little known facts this week regarding caffeine. So everybody, drink up and have some fun.
My brain is not tired.
It's not.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I refuse. I don't get tired.
Something else also that I think I learned in the past week, because I always forget this fact, is that light roast coffee has more caffeine than dark roast coffee. In case you didn't know.
Well, coffee's gross. So.
Yeah, so. Speaking of gross.
And now, it's time for Jokes with Jack.
Part 116, Jokes with Jack. Coming at you 116 Lecrae. Here's a Bible joke. What kind of a man was Boaz before he got married?
Broke.
He was a ruthless man.
Dang it.
No, bad. And now, it's time for...
So, Jack's jokes suck.
I thought he was going to do the Boaz, Yoaz type jokes.
He
was a broke as with a Z. And you know what? We also had a call-in this week.
Whoa.
From Lindsay Reed. So let's give her introductory music.
Oh, dang! I kind of like this beat. Do you have any songs you can sing for me? Yo, you hit record, we hit regret. The voice memos, the wildest yet. Hot takes, weird thoughts, midnight dreams. The one guy still chasing his dreams. Mumbled nonsense, emotional flair. We play it back like we just don't care. Voice memos.
This is my third attempt of trying to record this audio. I won't even say why. Anyways, just wanted to comment on when Coach Carmelita Jeter was one of the assistant coaches for Missouri State's track program. I was on the team when she was there, and I ran cross country too, so I was never directly coached by her since I was a distance runner. But they hired her in the fall of 2018, so that was my junior year. And she, since the track team was in the off season, she came to our cross country conference meet, traveled with us to Illinois. She wanted to hype us up before the race. And if you know anything about runners, distance runners and sprinters are very different in what they do, but also how we are as people. And so she gets us in a circle, and she was like, when you are out there on that field, you're competing with that bear across your chest. If you pass your sister and she is not competing the way she should be, you look at her while you're running and you tell her to get her together.
Whoa, Lindsay.
And all of us were just like, wow, that's different. And it impacted some people more than others. I could just say that. But she was really awesome. It was so nice to have a female coach. She did big things for the track program, brought in like lots of recruits. She got us our pink uniforms we'd wear every October, and then every once in a while in the spring. She was only there for 2 years, and then once COVID hit, she went and coached at the University of Alabama, and now she's been at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas for the last, I don't know, I think she was only with Alabama for about a year, maybe 2. So she's been with Las Vegas for a while and has been really successful there. But if you don't know anything about Carmelita Jeter, look up her famous 4x1 relay where the U.S. women's team won gold at the Olympics. She is just, she's incredible, and we were very lucky to have her. Oh, and she was part of the reason that I got the nickname Cardi B, but she called me Cardi with a little b because I was not actually like Cardi B.
Dang it, Lindsay. Dang it, Lindsay.
Cardi with a little b.
Yeah. Unreal, Lindsay.
Okay, that's kind of funny. I forgot she did go to Alabama briefly. I also have to remember to bleep Lindsay's profanity.
Lindsay.
1 hour and 39 minutes. Let me make that note really quick before we finish up this episode.
Gosh, Lindsay.
But in the meantime, actually, no, I'll write this first so I don't forget. 1 hour, 39 minutes. Bleep Lindsay profanity.
Again.
Yeah. Cardi with a little beat. That's
Lindsay.
Wild.
Bad Lindsay.
But then besides that, we do have some no Instagram responses. We had those voice memos, but we do have some Spotify comments. Shout out to Elizabeth Virgil. She says, so glad Dane mentioned Limitless because that is a movie I have thought of so many times and wished was real.
I know.
Totally agreed with Samuel's Iron Man pick too. Also, when you read my comment from episode 173 about Proverbs 5:19, you forgot to say she put a laughing emoji. I think there was some words that I forgot to say on purpose. She commented that because Samuel, you said we should look it up since you just read Proverbs 5. Laughing emojis. Okay, true. Ellie Bradley jumped in. Driving at Samuel's doom scrolling time with Until Next Week pod playing to keep me awake, I've peaked. I don't understand the first part. Unless she's driving late at night?
Yeah, she's driving late at night.
That makes sense. Okay.
And so you're doom scrolling. And then Jack... and
then she's driving,
yes.
And that's when she's listening to the Until Next Week pod to keep her awake.
Yes.
Okay, shout out Ellie. I didn't read it right the first time. And then, of course, as Jack does, he responds to comments, and he put, some things are just better than drugs. And then Angela Birdwell responded, another solid pod, guys. It takes me so long to get through the Would You Rather segment as I want to think about it, what I would pick, and by then you already... you're halfway into another scenario.
Yeah.
Always a fun time. The lemonade stand rivalry sounded great.
It was.
Too bad they shut you down so soon. And again, Dane and Jack responded. Dane said, the government doesn't want to see me win.
Facts.
And Jack said, Dane's would you rather answers are diabolical and sublime. Jillian. Shout out Jillian.
What up, Jillian?
She said, so I don't think Ryan Lochte is taking your job, Dane. Love Ephesians 2:8-9, and I'm glad I got a little shout out Live, laugh, love. And you got another shout out this week. So keep commenting every single week if you want those shout outs, and please get everybody to listen.
Dang
please.
it.
And then Jack put his official comment in. Wait. People responded to Jillian too. You responded and Jack? Okay, you said sounds like you listened to the end. Now go do your homework. And Jack responded, instead of live, laugh, love, for Dane, it is illiterate, illegitimate, and illogical. Now,
Jack, quit responding to middle school
he
girls.
loves commenting everywhere. And now Jack's official comment. So far, I'm the only vote for Samuel to keep eating foods to close up his throat for comedic effect. Keep the pod rambunctious. Also, am I the only one laughing at Samuel saying Nick Kurtz really slowly? I see what you did there. I would be better at taking care of a kid than Michael, according to your rapid fire questions, because I would have Mrs. Jokes with Jack with me. Dane Hadley, we need a status on your operations. You've been zero dark almost 30 years old by now.
I know.
Wow.
I have 0 operations.
Yeah. Nat responded, the heck is an almond? I don't remember what we said. Do we say something about an almond?
I don't know.
Almond. He spelled it with an A-H-M-O-N-D instead of A-L-M-O-N-D. And then finally, I think this is Harvey.
Yeah, I don't know who Harvey is.
I'm assuming it's someone that you taught. Because but Dane, it's the last day of school. How do you feel about that?
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know who Harvey is.
Yeah.
But yesterday was the last day of school. And I don't know. I didn't care for the job that much. It was a pretty good job. It's pretty easy. But missing the kids, I missed trolling them. I felt like we were finally getting to an area where they're all like, blah, 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 Dane's my favorite, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Because I actually went to a graduation party, and I saw one of the kids there because he was the younger brother of somebody there, I think.
Yeah.
And the mom comes up to me and goes, you are his favorite ex-care teacher. And he's like, Mom, stop.
Stop embarrassing me. He's my favorite podcast host.
And then him and another kid sat and ate with me. And I was like, yeah, what's up, guys? It was great.
Just because Dane is forgetting who you are, Harvey. Make sure to comment next week so he has more clarity.
Well, comment your name.
Also, comment like your full name if that's not actually... I'm assuming it's Harvey based on your username because it's HARV3Y, but then there's like emojis around it, so I'm assuming it's a girl. But if you're a dude, I'm sorry.
I think it's a girl.
But yeah, give him more context and get more people to listen. So.
Is it Haven?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I really don't know who you teach.
Yeah.
And then the poll this week was, should Samuel keep eating foods that cause his throat to close up for comedic effect?
Nice.
Closer vote than I probably would have liked. 57.1% of people said, stop. If he dies, Dane won't know how to edit.
I really wouldn't.
And then the other 42.9% of people said, definitely we need life or death recordings.
Whoa. So
shout out to all y'all who want me to have no air.
We know Jack voted for the Samuel dying one.
Because he said in the comment he did. So shout out to all y'all, but ultimately a shout out to Jesus, who's our number one sponsor of the week. Dane, get into it before you have to help the girl move.
I know, in 5 minutes.
Sorry about
4
that.
minutes.
Sorry.
So Psalm 100. Read the entire Psalm, Dane. So Psalm 100 is going to be our camp theme, and that's why I'm going to read it to you guys right now. And so it says here in verse 1, make a joyful noise to the Lord, all the earth. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come into his presence with singing. Know that the Lord, he is God. It is he who made us, and we are his. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture. Enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him. Bless his name. For the Lord is good. His steadfast love endures forever, and is faithful, or in his faithfulness to all generations. And so I clicked on the wrong thing here. And so this is, or like, what do you notice here? Like in Psalm 100, like I said, it's the camp theme. This is going to be what we do over summer camp on June 11th through the 15th. And so I can't record it that Friday or Saturday, Samuel. And so what we notice here, though, is that the psalmist right here is writing the entire psalm with his eyes fixed on the Lord. Like, he even goes through it here, like in the psalm here. Hey, like in verse 1, it's like, to the Lord, all of the earth serve the Lord, and come into his presence. Know that he is God. Know that we are his, that we're in his pasture. Enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise, giving him thanks to his name. The Lord is good. His steadfast love endures forever, and his faithfulness to all generations. So it's quite literally like focusing on the Lord. His eyes are fixed on the Lord here, and there's not one mention of our own strength or anything that we bring to the table. Like, we can bring nothing to the table. In fact, the only thing that we actually do bring to the table is sin. And sin is the only thing that's brought to the table here. And Jesus says, I'll take that sin and I'll actually purchase your righteousness on your behalf. And so every single time in our lives, when we look to our own strength and what we deserve, we are always left wanting more. We're mad about it more. We fear more. All the negative emotions in life are found whenever we turn inward and we say to ourselves, I deserve more. I deserve this. Anything starting with the I, like it's never leading to a life of fruitfulness, a life of what I like to call self-forgetfulness. And so it's because anything done by our own strength is not enough in our life. Our own strength in this life will not be enough to get anything close to fulfillment, close to joy. We must rely on the Lord's strength, because a life of self-forgetfulness is a life full of joy and peace and fulfillment. Because when you forget about yourself so much that you're focusing on God first and others second, it's like, yeah, I have what I need. I'm wearing clothes today. I have the roof over my head. I have gas in my tank. And guess what? That's enough. And the Bible tells us clearly that like having the Lord and the Lord alone was, and will be always forever enough for all of us. And so as we adopt that idea and that notion, like how glorious will it be if only His name is remembered? And so that's what's going to be in the end. And so why not get a head start on it and self-forget here in life? Eat, like the disclaimer, eat, do all the things like that.
Yeah.
Shower, bathe, show up to your job. But also while you're at the job or while you are eating and doing all these things with all your friends, what if we counted others more significant than ourselves?
Shout out. Number 2, sponsors of the week, Jake Trust and Art, Pretty Ricky, Baby Reverend Banks. The big 3, with the baby Reverend Banks being the biggest of the 3. So
never held him because he's a baby.
Yeah. Wait until he's 2 or 3 and then
come on down.
Out. Yeah. Shout out. And then number 3, sponsor of the week, Slim Velvet Hangers.
What'd you call me?
If you need more space in your closet, get rid of your clunky hangers and get some Slim Velvet hangers. I bought like 50 more last night the other night from Amazon, and they do take up a lot less space than clunky hangers, let me tell you.
Really?
Which is like one of the biggest hacks if you don't have enough space. Get
Slim Velvet hangers.
I had like bigger like wooden hangers for a while, and for like 2 of like the bigger wooden hangers, you can fit like 3 or maybe almost 4 of the Slim Velvet hangers in the same space.
Huh. So almost double.
Yeah, you can fit a lot more into your closet if you have slim hangers over thick hangers.
Well, I have the thin wire hangers mostly.
Which, I mean, those are in the same realm.
Yeah.
So just slim hangers are better than the thicker hangers. And they're even slimmer than like a lot of people use those plastic hangers.
That's true.
So if you want more space, slim hangers are better. So
wow.
Shout out. We still have until next week's shirts available. So hit us up. Large and XL. You can grow into it if you're not big enough for it yet. Or if you need a motivational factor, you can lose some weight and get into it.
Uh-oh.
However you want to do it, just buy the shirts. Friday Pickable. So I said you had to use the link in the bio, but I guess they never actually changed over to that completely. So yes, you can click the link in the bio, but you still can use code Samuel14434 at checkout.
Yes.
They said they were going to change it, and they tricked me because they haven't changed over completely yet.
Bamboozled.
So as long as you spend at least $95 and you use the code, you'll get $10 off your order. Dane's Ministry support, just send a Venmo at this point. I don't know when it officially ends. When does it officially end?
The end of May.
Okay, so then I can take that out of this part of the episode.
And we'll sponsor something else.
Yeah, sponsor something else. We'll figure it out. Also, keep telling your friends if you enjoy the podcast. Leave us 5 stars, and please follow us on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, where you can leave us voice memos. One of these days, we might post videos again. I don't know. You don't know. God does, but He's not telling. And finally, thanks again for listening to episode 178 of the Until Next Week podcast. Don't flop like Shay does. Why are you like this?
Goodbye, Jack.